Fruits are pretty great. For early humans, they were sweet, calorie-packed snacks that needed no cooking. Some scientists even think our ability to see red and green clearly evolved so we could spot ripe fruits. Today, grabbing any fruit is as easy as visiting the grocery store. But many of our favorite fruits came from faraway lands. So let's explore the incredible geography behind the fruits we eat every day. Apples originated in Central Asia, around where China, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan meet. Their wild ancestor, Malus sieversii, still grows in that region today. China now produces nearly half of the world's apples, making it the global leader in apple farming and distribution across continents. Apricots have ancient roots in Armenia, where their scientific name Prunus armeniaca comes from. However, they may also have originated in India or China. Despite their debated origin, Uzbekistan is now the world's top apricot producer, thriving in its arid and sunny climate. Avocados, also known as alligator pears, first grew in Mexico's Tehuacan Valley. Archaeological evidence shows they were consumed over 10,000 years ago. Today, Mexico continues that legacy as the world's largest avocado producer, supplying creamy green goodness to kitchens around the world. Bananas and plantains began in the Indo-Malayan region, with the earliest domestication traced to New Guinea. Though originally from Southeast Asia, bananas are now cultivated worldwide. India leads production, with China following closely behind, ensuring these sweet, energy-rich fruits are always available. Blueberries belong to the Vaccinium genus, found in cold climates around the North Pole. But the modern blueberry comes from North America, especially the eastern US and Canada. The United States dominates global production, with Canada in second, making North America blueberry central. Despite being named after Cantalupo in Italy, cantaloupes didn't originate there. Their roots are debated, possibly Persia, Afghanistan, or Armenia. Regardless of origin, China now produces over half the world's cantaloupes. Fun fact, the name cantaloupe means howling wolf in Italian. Wild, right? Cherries are native to Europe and parts of Italy, but the word cherry traces back to the ancient Greek region of Kerasous, now in Turkey. It's fitting, then, that Turkey remains the top global producer of sweet cherries, continuing a long-standing cherry tradition. Clementines are a modern hybrid of mandarin and sweet oranges, discovered in the late 1800s in an Algerian orphanage garden. The fruit was named after Father Marie Clement Rodiers. Today, China leads clementine production, providing these sweet, seedless delights to fruit lovers worldwide. Coconuts grow in tropical coastal areas and can float across oceans, explaining their global spread. They were domesticated separately in the Indian Ocean and the Pacific. Today, Indonesia is the top producer, supplying everything from coconut water to oil, milk, and fiber. Native Americans were the first to harvest cranberries in New England, using them as food and natural dyes. By the 1600s, cranberries appeared in pilgrim cookbooks. Today, the U.S. dominates cranberry production, especially in states like Wisconsin and Massachusetts, where bogs still thrive. Dates are among the oldest cultivated fruits, originating in ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt. The first evidence of their cultivation is from 7000 BCE in modern-day Pakistan. Egypt now produces the most dates globally, preserving a rich legacy of this sweet, nutrient-packed fruit. Figs may be humanity's first cultivated crop, with evidence dating back 11,000 years in the Jordan Valley. They predate grains like wheat and rye. Still essential in Mediterranean diets, Turkey now leads fig production worldwide, connecting the past with today's healthy snacking. Grapefruit is a hybrid of the Jamaican sweet orange and the Indonesian pomelo. This accidental cross happened in Barbados and was originally called a shaddock. Despite tropical origins, China now produces nearly half the world's grapefruit. And no, it doesn't taste like grapes. Grapes originated in the Middle East, where early humans cultivated them around 10,000 years ago. The same era saw yeast domestication, leading to winemaking. While China leads total grape production, Spain grows the most wine grapes, continuing Europe's deep-rooted love of vino. Guavas come from southern Mexico and Central America, where ancient civilizations enjoyed them long before global trade began. Now they're grown worldwide, especially in tropical regions. India leads production, cultivating guavas for juices, jams, and fresh consumption, thanks to their rich vitamin C content. Honeydew melons likely originated in North Africa, particularly Algeria. Their light green flesh and juicy sweetness make them summer favorites. Although not native to China, that country now leads global honeydew production. Disagree it's delicious? Take it to the comment section. Kiwis come from China's Yangtze River Valley, not New Zealand. They weren't widely cultivated until introduced to New Zealand in the 20th century, where they became commercially successful. Ironically, China now produces over half the world's kiwis, beating even New Zealand at its own game. Kumquats look like tiny oranges but are eaten whole, skin and all. These citrusy fruits originated in Southeast Asia and have been cultivated for centuries. They're hearty, flavorful, and symbolic in Chinese New Year celebrations. Today, they're grown in Asia, the US, and beyond. Lemons are thought to have come from Assam, India. They're actually hybrids of bitter orange and citron. Known for their sharp acidity and versatility, lemons are now a global staple. India remains the top producer, supplying juice bars, tea drinkers, and chefs worldwide. Limes are confusing because lime refers to many different hybrids of citron, pomelo, and mandarin. Like lemons, they originated in Southeast Asia. They're essential in cuisines across continents, from Mexico to Thailand. Today, India leads lime production, squeezing out its citrus competition. Mangoes originated in South Asia, primarily India and surrounding regions. India is the largest producer, but Pakistan is a major exporter with prized varieties like Sindri and Chansa, distinct from Indian types like Alfonso. Each country offers unique flavors, making mango season a delicious rivalry across borders. Olives have Mediterranean roots, cultivated as early as 3000 BCE on Crete. They were sacred to the Greeks and vital in Roman cuisine. Though Italy and Greece are iconic producers, Spain now leads the world in olive farming, especially for olive oil. Papayas, like guavas, hail from southern Mexico and Central America. Their sweet orange flesh and enzyme-rich seeds make them popular for digestion and skincare. Today, India leads papaya production, growing millions of tons annually for both domestic markets and export. Native to South America, passion fruit grows from southern Brazil through Paraguay into northern Argentina. Known for its floral aroma and tangy taste, it's used in drinks and desserts. Brazil and Peru are big producers, but it's increasingly cultivated in tropical regions worldwide. Peaches began in northwestern China, between the Tarim Basin and Kunlun Mountains. They were cherished for their sweetness and symbolism. Today, China still dominates global peach production, growing more than half of the world's supply, keeping this juicy fruit close to home. Pears originated in western China, near the Tian Shan Mountains, just like apples. They spread westward along ancient trade routes. Today, China is also the largest pear producer, cultivating crispy Asian pears and European varieties in vast orchards across the country. Pineapples originated in southern Brazil and Paraguay. Spread by indigenous tribes, they reached the Caribbean and amazed European explorers. Unlike many fruits, China isn't number one. Costa Rica now leads global pineapple production, shipping massive quantities to the US and Europe. Plums originated in the Caucasus Mountains and Eastern Europe. They were among the first fruits domesticated by humans. Today, China is the top producer, accounting for over half the world's supply. From fresh fruit to prunes, plums remain popular and versatile. Pomegranates originated in Iran and spread through the Middle East and Mediterranean. Revered in many religions and myths, they're a symbol of fertility, life, and abundance. Iran still leads in pomegranate production, keeping this ancient fruit tied to its historic roots. Raspberries likely originated in Turkey but spread across Europe quickly. They were used for medicine and dessert by ancient civilizations. Russia now leads in raspberry production, growing tons of these tart red berries for jams, snacks, and smoothies. The modern strawberry is a hybrid of two wild species, one from North America and one from Chile. They were first crossed in France in the 1750s. Today, the U.S. leads global production, especially in California's strawberry fields. Tomatoes originated in the Andes Mountains and were domesticated in Mesoamerica. Despite being essential to Italian cuisine, they reached Europe only in the 1500s. China now produces the most tomatoes worldwide, used in everything from sauces to salads and juice. Watermelons began in East Africa near Ethiopia and were cultivated by Egyptians 5,000 years ago. Over time, they were bred into the sweet, juicy versions we enjoy today. China produces 68% of the world's watermelons. Yes, even this summer favorite is dominated by China. That's all the fruits for now. We covered the most popular ones, though many regional gems remain. Southeast Asia and the Middle East gave us many favorites, while China leads production today. So if this surprised you, hit like, comment your favorite fruit, and don't forget to subscribe for more.